As soon as the flow was higher than the ego, absolute.
Huh?
Keep the pleasure.
Yes.
Just taste and like, whoa. It's nice.
That's right.
Unscripted.
Hopped out clean, whole show. Walked in the bitch, hold up, cause my neck, this shit so cold. Back with another one, rocking the beat.
Hello everybody, this is Link-Lenil. I'm actually at La Manufacture des Arts d'Aurillac, a French dance school that focuses on dance company, residency, and also professional dance courses.
Unscripted.
So Link,
Yes.
we just met
Yeah.
last weekend, and then I had a crazy workshop with you. I enjoy very much. That's why I invite you here. Want to talk with you. So where you're from and how you start dancing.
Okay. So basically, I'm from France.
Mhm.
I was born in France, but my mom is Afro-American.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in two different cultures
Mhm.
when I grew up, even if I was living in France. I did several trips to New York and to Detroit. My
Mhm.
family's in Detroit
Yes.
City to see my family.
Mm.
My mom wanted to put me in dance when I was in 7 just to try and to see how. So I took a couple class and stuff, but I didn't felt like so vibrating about dance.
Mm.
Because I think it was more like if I do dance, people are gonna see me. You're a boy and you do dance. Like this. So for me, I was seeing this like another element that will just put me further from the community. So I didn't appreciate it so much. And afterwards, when I was 12, I discovered breakdance
Mm-hmm.
with my dance teacher. That's called Chad,
Mm-hmm.
who arrived in my hometown in France. I went crazy. I was like, oh. I want to do this. I want to do this.
Oh, and so you met him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so I believe this was the first feeling of passion, strong passion that I felt for something, and it really showed me different faces of me. Like
Yes.
I didn't know that I have so much discipline, but with breaking, I saw that I was able to train every day and to try to have one tricks and train every day at the age of 12
Yes.
without having no masters.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, go it, do for it. And I remember like the first summer I was doing 100 push-ups every day for 1 month.
Wow.
And I was doing my flares and I had no skill. Like this stuff was like, and it was super hard to find motivation because I was alone.
Yes.
But still, I don't know. I kind of discovered how I could have so much devotion for something. And yeah, afterwards, like I didn't know at this moment, but it kind of warmed up my skill of vibrating. And afterwards, like I saw that there was more and more things for which I could feel vibrating. And each time I was feeling my heart vibrating enough for something, I was like, go for it. So that's why afterwards I start composition, music. I went to also woodcraft.
Yes.
Painting, like all the things like that.
Yes.
Then I want to buy a boat. This buy this fucking boat. And actually, my boat is a project which is called Le Vert Galant, artist host. So I host artists and dancer that comes to Paris
Wow.
to start their career, and they live on the boat with me.
Wow.
And I've been doing this for 6 years, and there have been like so many different artists living with me. And it's a good way to have people because they have 24 hours, 7 studio, and it's cheap.
Yes.
And also I can connect them with the community.
Yes.
So I saw that there was this thing about, okay, discipline, and also this thing about vibration. If you vibrate, this is where you need to be. So listen to your vibration. Is it scary? Yeah. You have a lack of skills. Yeah. okay, don't give a fuck. Go for it and go find yourself over there, because if it's vibrating, it's because you have a part of yourself that's already calling you over there. So you just need to do it.
Oh
It
my
makes
God.
makes a big difference.
Beautiful. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah, that's vibrating me. Yes. So I think you answered so many questions that I had.
Okay.
How you started dancing, and also what does the dance mean to you?
Oh, so many things.
Dancing.
Dance is my teacher.
Yes.
Is my teacher to my good and my bad, to my win and also lost and injuries. I believe the most dark spaces in dance has been the best teacher for me.
Yes.
I've been going through a lot of injuries and illness because of dance, but thanks to those illness, I've been able to replace myself in so many ways and understand what's my natural place to be. Because I believe whatever you domain is, art, painting, or even scientific field, whatever, there's always the influence of the community, of the common sense, and also just your feeling in your direction. And it's super hard to stick to what you really want to do, because we are human, we are like human beings, and our first motivation is getting love. So usually, even when you start something that you really like, most of the time you start something that you really like because your daddy or your mom asked you to do this, because you just wanted to be loved by them. So truth is that most of the things that you choose it just to be loved back.
Yes.
So you see that there's a lot of things that you choose for different reasons, and it changed everything. And it's the same thing that we experience when you go in a high level with endowment. There's always this, okay, I belong, or I'm doing my path. And truth is, if you do your path, you will be lonely. And there you will meet less and less human beings within your sight, because you're going something that's so deep. There are people that will not understand you. There are people that will admire you. But if they don't understand, they will be like far. If they admire you, they will be like far. That's why it's a bit of a challenging things. But from this, like, you discover you just like your legend book, and you learn things that are meant to be learned within this lifetime. So it's extremely interesting. And the fact that I can have dance, it really invites me to go through a introspection of my limits,
Yes.
on how I can be faithful to me, how I can be in peace with me, and also how I can balance myself between society, community, and myself, because I don't want to be like this close, how can I say, scientist rat like this, and then like my thing, like I really want to share with people and stuff. So so actually dance, it taught me a lot about this, like, and the thing that's super interesting is also I understood that with art, there's not good or bad. It's just like colors. And also, like, for example, there's people that make art because they like to heal.
Yes.
And they use art to heal. And sometimes when they're healing, they would like their expression to be lightful. But still, it is quite dark. And it's interesting because I met a Japanese dancer in Japan, and she was like, I'm a healer, and I would like to heal what's the surrounding humans or places. And the thing is, like, I would like my dance to be more lightful. And I was like, but your dance do not need to be more lightful, because when you have a kid that's actually, how can I say, really? Crying, this is a quality of presence that actually calling for intention. So if you take the hand of a kid that's crying, you're gonna make space for him, and you're gonna look to him. And if now you're dancing the quality of presence of this kid, you may cry when you dance, or you may express something like this. And actually you're doing healing because you're letting this expression grow through something
Yeah.
and finding balance and
Yes.
existing. And when you will watch the kid afterwards, he won't cry anymore because he's been experiencing his feeling, and his feeling found peace. So I believe that's why in art, we don't need to be correct or good or bad. We just need to make space for the entities that need space so they can free themselves. So it's more a art of motion. And also the thing that's very interesting is that I know that I love to work with my darkness according to how I can find a mental balance. And also I love to work with my darkness according to what I don't like. Because as an artist, work like crafting the shape of my art, and to know what I really like, what I choose, I need to know what I don't like. And a lot of artists, they start something and they start to dance or to paint and they're like, this is shitty, oh fuck, and they take it personally. But actually, this is a message from yourself to yourself telling you that this is not shitty. It's a quality of present because it exists. So it has a resonance. However, this is not the resonance that you choose. And if you know the resonance that you don't want to choose, you have more clues according to the reference that you really want to choose.
True. Yes.
So each time I dance and I don't like what I do, it's not that I don't like, it's like that I don't choose it.
Yes.
And I stay emotionally stable so I can go to what I like. If I don't like bananas, I'm going to take grapefruit. It's quite the same color as yellow, but inside is red and I get more the pulp of the grapefruit. So I compare, like, part of my dance as foods that I choose. And afterwards, I can go like, okay, I like more grapefruit, but there's different races of grapefruit. I'm like more this one. And this is how I work to create the dance that I really want. So I take my darkness to go to my light. I take what I don't like to go where I like, and I need those two. If I would be just liking things, I would be unconscious. I need to feel that I'm vibrating less, so I have the full picture. Yeah.
Oh, yes. But then, okay. Then you just said so many things. Oh, then why do people keep thinking that they has to be correct?
Because
What made them? What made people to think or
family, school, family, school, community.
family, school,
Yeah,
community?
because we need to be
True.
socially accepted.
True.
Like,
Yes.
I think like school, like how I did have this conversation earlier. I think like school is the first place
Yes.
where you learn to be not enough and to create the first spectre of the fear that thinking that you're not enough within your family, within your work, within you, and because there's a ranking.
Yes.
First, second.
Yes. Yes.
And this is just a concept, but this concept is so powerful to our mind in a destroying way that we always like think that we are not enough. Most people think on earth that they are not enough. And this is part of the education. So that's why, according to dance and art, we're going to think about how it's correct, especially if you have a teacher and you like this teacher, you won't like to please this teacher. But your path, your artistic path, has nothing to do with this teacher and pleasing this teacher. But still, you're human and you want to be. So yeah, but wait,
Then what about audience?
the audience.
Yes, audience make us feel that we have to be correctly.
For me, like audience is easy
Oh,
because
yes.
audience at the end when you do performance, people leave, even if they don't like you. So they're just gonna be hypocrite or like or just like respectful or whatever image will you.
Yes.
It's not important.
Yes.
But that's why I don't like so much performances with audiences because this is a bit of a dummy. But let's go for this now. Let's go. The thing is that I don't work so much with choreographers anymore
Yes.
because choreographers ask me to be perfect on scene.
Yes.
And they like the material, so I like the material. But when I'm perfect on scene, what I do is a dead performance.
Yeah.
Because perfection
Yes.
non-existent is death.
Yep.
It's just like if you do a trip
Yes.
and you have your backpack set and everything, and if you so perfectionist in your
Yes.
mind that if
Yes.
ever you lose one thing, your backpack your life will go like, oh, but this perfection, how does perfection help you to live and to be adaptable? So you need to be imperfect
Yes.
to be able to live well. And
Yes.
on scene, if you're fucking perfect,
Yes.
there will be no sensation within people. So I would love to do performances in which I could fucking fall off the scene. Because people will be like, ooh, okay, he fell. Okay, what's gonna happen? Or how's gonna go? And here we have a real fucking thing happening. There's life coming in, this crispy. And that's why I stopped to stop the work with contemporary, with choreographers, because
Yes.
I don't feel the randomness of life and the taste. I just feel that we're running behind a perfection that do not exist. And afterwards we have people clapping like this. That's why I think I like more to do battles or to go in the street, because in the street people don't give a fuck about you. That you're doing your best move on this nasty floor. You have like blood on your hands, and still people give you no, they don't even give you coins. Like, oh, okay. But at least there's something that's a bit more realistic, and also like that's the thing that's cool about the street is like when you dance in the street. When I dance in the street, I don't dance for people. I'm a vampire, and I absorb the energy of people around me, things around me, and my level of energy is way higher in the streets than in performances. And actually, the fact that I dance for myself in a selfish way, I actually show my intimity to people. When you don't dance for something, but you dance for your feeling,
Yes.
and when you witness this, you see the intimity of someone.
True.
That's why the streets are so interesting for me. So sometimes I do some theater works and stuff like this, but way less than back in the days.
Yes. I completely agree with what you're saying right now. But I think I feel really confused of what I'm having in my plate right now.
Okay.
So I start street dancing first. And then moved to the theater dance,
I see.
of course. Then the theater got boring for me, and then I'm looking for many different places, size specific, right? Like sometimes house, sometimes abandoned places, like but then also keep looking for the relationship between me or performer and the audience.
Yeah.
Because without audience, I think it's not performance. It's just me dancing.
I see.
But how do I meet audience? That was my question. Right?
I see.
Of course, I can just do wall busking, just like how you're about to do tonight as well, which I never done. I mean, I kind of did it in Marseille, just because I was just doing this project, but not like official project and just go randomly. I never done that. Only doing for the performance productions. So I think I want to be free, but also I want to make perfect or reasonable or good, rather, performance. Because I'm a creator as well. Yeah. Producer as well. Yeah. Choreographer that you have met. But I never want to be perfect scene. Even just theater. Because when I started, the first choreographer I work outside of Korea, I think she changed my life and perspective so much because that time I was doing the 3 days of theater performance.
I see.
And then she created all the movements for me. And then, of course, movements, she picked some movements from me and created a piece, right? It was duet piece. But then this 3 days, she keep saying to me that was really inspiring me until now. Yeah. Like, I came here to see your little choices every night. How you make the performance differently every night. That was booming. Like, I was like, what are you saying? Because you choreograph all these. I'm doing what I do like this. how we create together. Yeah. But then little choices that I make. And she came to see my choices in the performance. That was because I studied, that time I was a university student in Korea. So that time, of course, teachers in schools, right? I have to be correct. I have to be good. I have to doing this technique correctly or doing better or whatever, perfect, right? But then she really blew my mind. And from that time, I changed my
Interesting.
So it was so interesting when you're saying these things. It's really meeting
But you know, actually, I have my dance company.
Yes.
And I have a solo
Yeah.
that has been touring a lot.
Yeah.
And I really love this solo because I'm very transparent about my life.
Mhm.
And also, I'm very free and the creation.
Yes.
Basically, there's the start and
Yeah.
there's the end. And there's checkpoints.
Yes.
But besides these checkpoints, I can go like this.
Ooh, I like it.
So each time
Yes.
I go out.
Yes.
And also I dance and I talk
Uh-huh.
in this solo. So I create connection with the audience. And
like it.
my first tool is how I can take advantage that what the audience is saying, and I'm using this as a tool. And each time it changes, and I take all those opportunity to change the shape.
Yes.
And I remember once I did it, and like the final the final part of my solo is actually is quite important because I show the transformation between the beginning and the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this one day,
Uh-huh.
I remember there was so many children like in front of the scene that I jump off my solo from the cliff, and I
Dance with them.
take all the children on scene. And I don't know how I don't remember how I introduced it, but actually, so maybe did something together. There was no, I don't know, but the last tableau, the last part was about the children.
Yeah.
And I was seeing my technician, my light technician, he was like,
What are you doing?
I'm like, it's in my head, like, bro, never mind, let's go, do it. And I was like, with the kids, like, and my daddy also with the other technician because he's the second light technician.
Yeah.
He was like, don't worry, bro, we follow you. Like,
Oh my
this
god.
is so crazy. Even people like they were like, this is part of the thing. Okay, what is? But are the children like? Did they have a rehearsal? What's happening? No, guys. And I love this. That's why I really love to do my solo because I allow so much space.
Yes.
And I'm really not like for me. My sense of perfection is my sense of listening. This is my perfection, and you have how you can listen and how you can make space to a product. So the first aim of the soul, and when you're able to surf between the two, well, this is so nice. Yeah, this is so nice. Yeah.
When can I see that? Where can I see that?
Actually,
How can I see that?
I don't know. I can try to be programmed in Korea. That'd
Okay.
be so nice, but
Okay, I'll be the producer that I like
let's go.
because I want to see. All right, I'm completely lost right now. That's good. All right, so you just talk about battle.
Yeah.
So I actually want to ask about the battle experience.
Yeah.
Like, because I think it's just have to show and prove
I see.
at the moment, no? Because
yes. but-
especially the battle is like there's a winner and loser, right?
Exactly. So you have a judge, and you are judged within codes and also within qualities. So you need to show that you have qualities, and also at the end of this, like people will not clap, just judge you.
Yes.
So for me, this is way more interesting than performance. You will give your heart and your identity, and people will just do this. Out.
No.
So it's teaching you to even not take
Oh my
things
God.
personally on another level.
Dancing teacher, right?
And the thing is that the battlefield, the level is so high.
Yes.
Florida is crazy. And
Yes.
like for me, this is extremely interesting because I'm a b-boy, but still I don't stick to pure b-boying. I
Yes.
really love pure b-boying, but I want
Yes.
to bring something else.
Yes.
So it's also a way to see if I'm really authentic to myself and at which level I'm authentic.
Yes.
And this is extremely challenging for me because because I see that each time I do battles, people think that I have good self-control.
Yes.
That's not true. I get in my inside emotional,
Yes.
and I
yes, of
lose
course.
my creativity, my rhythm, and my level of acceptancy. So for me, like battles are extremely interesting because it's the best exercise.
Yes.
So I can
Yes.
really accept myself in the highest place of anxieties. Because if you say, okay, I'm just going to do the battle to chill, but you know there's 2,000 euros of prize money, you're like, okay, maybe I'm gonna do it better. Like, so from this step, you change your dance, you try to be better, you're gonna focus on your signature, so
Yes.
let's read them. And okay, first round, I'm against who? I'm against this dude. Okay. So you start to calculate, and if you against like a high level guy that have also a big reputation, you know that you might lose. So
Yes.
you became more and more mental and
Yes.
more strategic, and it kills your flow.
Oh my god.
And the thing is that the way that I would like to win is within flow. And it's super challenging to keep your flow in this kind of circumstances. So for me, this is the best way to learn. This is, so I know like lately my body's been a bit injured, so I took a bit of time to chill. But I know we'll come back to battle, and I don't want to go back to battle in the same mindset that before, even the same movement shape. Like I really want to be able to accept myself. Like I don't want to win by strength in confrontation. The way I want to win is by peace. If I'm in peace with myself, I will allow myself to be creative. It's just like when you're in survival mode and you attack, your sense of creativity is low. It's just like this is part of your how can I say, your physical system.
Yes.
When you are run by a lion,
Yes.
basically
Yes.
you're gonna create hormones of stress and also hormones of stimulation.
Yes.
So you have a peak
Yes.
of so you can survive. However, this peak afterwards blocks your creativity, it
Yes.
blocks your flow and your energy. So when you are in a high level of anxieties in battle, you're blocking this. And when you,
Interesting.
for example, when you do meditation and go in respiration, how you call this in English? Current breathing. You have 5 seconds of breathing inhale, exhale.
Yes.
Basically, it will load up your cardiac system.
Yes.
When your cardiac system, your heartbeat are lower, and therefore your brain understand
Yes.
that it's time to be creative.
Ah.
And therefore, it changes
interesting.
many things because the brain understand that you're in a safe place. So if you're able to accept yourself, you will be within a safe place. From the safe place you are, you will be able to be more creative. And when you're more creative, also you take this time to make it in the real world. It's just like when you do painting,
Yes.
you know that you have the idea of the painting, but you will need 1 hour to make the painting. When you do a movement, you have the idea of the movement, but the idea is 1 second. The quality of the movement maybe is going to be like 5 seconds. And so the fact that you are in security, you will manage to create it. So there are other elements that involve the creativity is the rhythm. And when you have acceptance, security, creativity, rhythm,
Yes.
you have your whole pack. And
Yes.
you're totally available for creation. And this is what I want to touch within battles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
My brain hurts. Oh my goodness, my brain hurts right now. Okay, so then if you think about your dancing or maybe your life, like what is purpose of or goal with your dancing?
With my dancing?
Like what you want to achieve with it? Like maybe the purpose of your dancing.
Get closer
If you
to
have
the
to find-
absolute.
Huh?
Get closer to the absolute.
Ah.
To my absolute. But I know I will never touch it, but it's not important.
Yes.
I just need to get closer to it.
Yes. Yes.
That's why I will dance just until my death.
Yes.
And also, like, I'm interested to see how I can keep my body the most in shape. So, I work like I have a special diet. The way that also I work on my mind, so I can have less anxiety, which is be more acceptant, have more acceptancy, and also flexibility of what can happen to life.
Yes.
Because I know there's things that are gonna be hard, it's gonna happen.
Yes.
So I'm not trying to be insecurity. I try to create uncomfortableness and be comfortable in my mind according to this. So my immune system and my brain system can be
Of course.
the most chill, even
Yes.
if I have hard things. Like for me, like serving, devoting to dance is super interesting. So I can find the absolute in different domains of my life. And yeah, also like I work out every day.
Yes.
I do my
Discipline.
what is this technique in English? We call this Golgi organs. Like I work with a special technique to recover my body
Oh.
and
what is
my
that?
muscle tension, which is called organ de Golgi in France. And I was started to work with osteo that was not able to find my issue. So I use this tool, which is intelligence is creativity on my pain. And I started to do body researches. And 1 year and a half, I developed a method to release muscular and fascial tension. That's super efficient.
Oh.
Super efficient. So I just so as I can be available for art and also get close to somehow of an absolute. I try to spread my experience like this and to make knowledge that is applicable. So I use all this so I could stay in shape and be available to create the longer possible. And I believe that, I've been dancing for the last 20 years. I think this is not even the middle. Like I think it will get interesting when I'll be 60. And now I'm in my 30s. So I'm not even half,
Yes.
And the tool that will make me also find new things is once again my intelligence, which is creativity.
Yes.
Your body may be gonna find limits, so you can adapt to your body, and to adapt with your body, you need to be creative with your taste to feel more taste. So not run, but walk and taste more things. Because
Yes.
truth is, if you want to think big, and if you think about big taste, you're losing all the small taste.
Yes.
Small taste
Yes.
don't need to be big. To be big, you just need to take a small taste and to focus on it, and therefore it's bigger than your first taste, which is the taste that everybody knows. So this is for me extremely interesting.
In the workshop, this is the door
Yeah, this
for me to get it.
yeah,
Like
this is-
this, yeah. Like, of course, I mean, of course, we do slow
Yeah.
exploring. We all those. But when I was doing it in your workshop,
Yeah.
like the 5 points,
yeah,
and then very slow.
yeah,
It was something else
yes,
for a long time. I knew I'd done it, but like forgot about it
Yeah.
completely. To meet my body like that, to meet my teeth like that for a long time. It was hey, you're there again. That's why I keep saying it was very, very popular for me. It was very, very popular for me. I think it was one of my turning points.
I see.
Because sorry, I forgot about you. You're there. Maybe you are the key for what I'm having right now.
Okay,
So that was very good conversation with
nice. I'm making the link.
Yeah, that was
So nice.
so nice. So but this is good. So that it was interesting you use the word taste.
Yeah,
For me, it was very interesting
Yes.
tones. Then also it was perfect word.
Yeah.
And describing what you want to describe, in my opinion, like taste. Taste is like an easy word, of course. Like I have this taste. I like this one. Like we all
Yeah.
use that, but how you use it for dancing,
yeah.
moving was very special.
They can make quite a difference because
Yes.
truth is that if you're taking dance classes, you focus on the architecture of the
Yes.
movement, and you want it to look good. But to be good, you need to taste it and to see if it's good. But we don't think about taste anymore. We think just about the final shape. It looks good.
Quality.
Because, yeah, we are more interesting in the fact that it looks good than tasting how good it is.
Yes.
And therefore,
yes,
you lose the first thing.
Yes.
And the thing is that if you want to find things within your dance and you explore, and you can explore and search. But if you search for hours and you don't taste, you won't find shit.
Exactly.
And the thing is that the taste is the direct byproduct of your body. And when you do meditation, when you taste your sensation, is the moment where your brain is not here and your actually brain waves change and get higher because you're focusing on the sensation. It's just like, I don't know, if you can analyze life and understand how complex it can be and how this metric is made and work like a scientific and have all this architecture. But you know that the most easiest key to master all this, not even understanding it, is just following your sensation.
True.
And this is in dance, the taste of the dance.
Yes.
So if you dance and if you want to find something, don't search it, just taste. And afterwards, work with this taste. So for me, this is a big difference. Usually I use the word taste and texture because when you eat something, you also have a texture. And it's easy for your body to imitate the kind of texture. So taste and texture, like those two T, is really guidance for me, like in many ways. Yeah, it's a good reminder if ever. Sometimes I search so hard in the architecture realm.
Yes.
I need to go back to the taste, and I find it immediately like, okay, this is the taste. Okay, yes, this is how it tastes. Yeah.
I understand the taste, or I believe, or I think that taste will be keep changing.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you are keep changing.
Yeah.
So we all changing.
Yeah.
I think it's also very important to understand the taste of the current taste, like what is the taste of mine right now?
Interesting. Super interesting. Exactly.
Because it's keep changing.
Yeah.
You may like, or you may be like.
You may choose this one,
Yes.
and next
But
year
then-
you won't choose anymore.
Not anymore.
Exactly.
Not anymore.
Exactly.
So the next question is, what is your taste
Me today?
today, or around this time, or?
It's interesting because for me, taste today involve not only the shape or the texture, but involve okay. So this is another involve time.
Yes, time.
And time is so important because usually when we dance on music, for example, hip hop dancers,
Yes.
we're gonna dance on the tempo, so this. Okay, now from the tempo you can have rhythm, so it can be like da 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 da. So you have your rhythm, and you can choose tempo or rhythm. Okay, so now this is the first thing, and usually within this rhythm, we surf. There's quite of a coefficient of presence, which is on the tempo, so you cannot leave too much white spots.
Yes.
Because it will be emptiness. And truth is, the most known jazz musician have been playing and stretching this rhythm to time in a way that has been so unique that are actually known for this. So jazz dancers are not known for the quality of their notes, so technical movement, but because of their rhythm.
Yes.
And for example, even on a hip hop rhythm, if I can stretch.
Yes.
And when you stretch, like there's another dimension that's happening, and nobody use this tool because the truth is like most people are afraid of emptiness. emptiness is nothing. But if
Yeah.
you're not afraid of emptiness, you can leave a flow that will take space.
Yes.
And that you don't know. And for me, the rhythm
Yes.
was
Yes.
is
Yes.
especially in the hip hop, especially in breakdance, because in breakdance everybody is running, but when you do pause, perfect example for this is B-boy Diaz.
Yeah.
Diaz, oh my
Diaz.
goodness, he's amazing. It's like good.
What is that?
Is a dancer.
Who is that?
Diaz, and actually he's in
Diaz.
the first B-boy last year. He did Porto World
Yes.
Battle, and he was stopping for 2x8, and then freeze, boom, and then he was like,
Oh.
like, and everybody saw him like, wow, he's so brave. I talked to him like, no, bro, we're just following my. I just want to make fun of things, and like,
Yes.
bro, he's so chill,
Yeah.
and still he brings these things, and like for me, like he is so brave and big inspiration, and like he has this sense of rhythm, just because he want to have fun, but like it creates this thing, and it's mind blowing. So my taste is focusing a lot of rhythm, and actually I observed that rhythm and manifestation, so space, rhythm and space are in the same parallel. And when you change with your rhythm, so your time, you will influence the space in the same. So sometimes, for example, if I dance, I grow 5, 7, 8, and the fact that I close from big with a small thing, the fact that I change my rhythm in my architecture in something small, I have a bigger repercussion in my time that if I would do big. If I open big and I start back big, because before I was with big, actually we have not the same contrast. So I understand that there's scales of time that can be big and small, and scale of architecture that can be big and small that will not influence time or space, but time and space at the same time. And therefore, if you play with those two, you can like somehow find a very accurate way of dancing without being hip hop or contemporary. It's just gonna be the consciousness of time and space. And this is extremely interesting. And if in this you add textures, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I'm working a lot of these things in my workshop. We did actually 2 workshops, we didn't have them. But time and space is a huge key.
Of course.
My goodness.
Of course. Oh God. It's so good to talk to you right now.
My pleasure. I love to talk.
I love talking too. I mean, the last year when I created this performance, like we have a 4 hours of rehearsal, then 3 hours talking.
Wow.
Like we just couldn't stop resisting talking, because I brought many different genre of the dances, popping dances. Henny was in the performance too, and then the other different characters and backgrounds. Because I was curious, because the dance is old one. In my opinion, it's like not like a ballet and street like popping has different ideas. Like no, I think it's all the dances have same. Of course, the vocabulary is different, but the ideas of it, so the approach to the body and movements and dancing, I think all there will be a similar approach deep down inside of us, like something common. So the vocabulary doesn't really matter to me. How you move and how you accept was it very interesting for me. So now all of these like I went through like so many times, and then like of course talking with you and like give me more like poking. It's like it's I don't know how to explain this. It's crazy. Yes, a big inspiration.
Nice.
It's nice. Woo! Okay, so almost done.
Okay. Well, I can talk about more space and time. I have.
I want to. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. But there's a last thing about this topic that I didn't brought. But the thing is that just last little clue. Usually when you dance, your rhythm is here. Okay. Now when you accelerate, your rhythm is gonna go here. if you continue to accelerate, same speed, after time, your rhythm is going to go back here. No, not because you slow down, but because you maintain the same speed.
Yes.
So medium speed is this. High speed is this. Low speed is this. But when you go out, it's just the same hand.
Yes.
Now, if I go low speed, then fast speed and low speed is going to be this. Wherever I go fast, low. So the shape of it is a shape that has contrast. Because,
Very technical.
yeah, because like higher speed, lower speed, middle speed, a bit higher speed, lower speed. So it's the same shape of rhythm. So rhythm comes
In
from,
music.
exactly, comes from by the contrast and not by the strength. So therefore, example, I'm in high speed here, and if I stop to move, people will think that my rhythm will go low. The truth is, if I do tak 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 tak, boom, the thing is that I will do like high speed, low, but the fact that I stay super slow or immobile will create a contrast behind, and though my rhythm will go down, but my rhythm doesn't go down, it creates a contrast. So the shape is this, and this is a very contrast shape. And if you do this shape or this shape like this, it's the same. So basically, by slowing my time up, what I create is relief, is like contrast. And this is what we are searching for. People make the misunderstood that they think about speed like contrast. No. Contrast is opposition of qualities. You can be medium low,
Yes.
medium high,
Yes.
is in contrast. But truth is that in this area of time, most contrasts go by speed. So therefore, we always maintain here. So the key of contrast in this period of time is maintaining, stopping,
Yes.
or going low, or little extension. So
Yes.
I know when I want to do some contrast in my dance or in my set, I focus more on stopping or going low for an amount of time than going faster. And when you see b-boys, when they want to give qualities to their set, they go faster, but they burn themselves.
Yes.
And you see that when they feel stressed, or when they feel that they want to show off a movement, they always choose the same quality.
Yes.
And they have all this realm of quality that's abandoned. And if they will be able to go here and here, that will be way more wide
True.
according to their rhythm. So I believe contrast is not speed. Contrast is understanding speed, low, stop. And this makes a big difference. And in this speed, low, stop is time. So is space. And afterwards, in the space is the same thing. Wide movements, middle movement,
Yes.
little movement.
Yes.
Continue, isolation. Creates rhythm. Voilà.
Opposites. That's the point.
Yes. The golden prison of breaking.
Ooh.
Unscripted.
Okay, so the last question, I think, for now. Last question is little tips for keep doing how you doing, how you dance.
Keep the pleasure?
Yes.
Okay. But it was basically what I said in the workshop, but
Yes.
is like, so it comes from the state that most of the time, like in Europe, European culture, we do things for a result. So therefore, art is also touched by this mentality. And when we create dance, we make dance is for performances, is for a purpose. So we use art from point A to point B to create. However, if we go in Africa, Africa, dance is a culture of presence.
Yes.
They don't dance to be the best, they dance for the taste. But they
Yes.
don't even know it. They want to explain it. They're just like, no, we just have pleasure to dance. That's why also in Africa it's quite hard for them to understand that dance and art can be a job because like, this is party. This is our culture. It's like, why do you pay people for this? Yes, we do. And the thing is that's super interesting that we see like in our culture, we burn ourselves, burn our ass in work. And also within art, we can burn our art because of our purpose. So we're going to go so far, for example, in battling to win, we're going to go so far in our vision, or we're going to go so far with choreographers that we could actually enslave our art for those purpose. And sometimes also, as human beings, we want to be acknowledged. So we go far in our art, and the relationship with our art is not a love relationship. You're not like this with your dance, but you're not like this. You're going to go and bring me this success, man. And in a certain amount of time, this situation is going to create friction. And that's why, as I was saying in the workshop, there's a lot of dancers that go afterwards to comedian, acting, or other things.
Yes.
Because they do not find the pleasure in this field. The field has been burned and the soil is not present anymore. There's no earth. So to recreate something that's colorful from this take time, and usually they just quit. And for me, I know like I'm searching for absolute in my dance. So having this perception and being a scientist with my dance, I know that I made a contract with frustration about doing this. This is something that people don't know. Like, but when you start dance and you start to take classes, you're going to start to judge yourself, and you already did this contract. You wrote and signed this contract with frustration. So you're going to be frustrated with your art. And the thing is that you need space where you allowed yourself to dance for nothing, for no purpose. So you have your purpose in revision. You have also what people are waiting for you to do within creation, within choreographies, whatever. But you need to have this place where you can be able to just dance and taste dance. However, if you say, okay, I will do this, and while dancing, you judge yourself and say, I don't like this. You're not playing this game. You're playing the game of purpose and a smaller film. However, if you're able to accept that you dance ugly, pretty, small, big, whatever, and just taste it with no judgment, you will find freedom and you will be innocent. Innocent is not be a kid, is be emotionally available to taste. And this makes a big difference.
I know.
So that's what I do. I know there's some moments I need to dance for nothing. So I allowed myself to dance for nothing. And dance is made to heal, is the first way to heal, because we are living in those bodies, and to be able to create, we need to move. So movement is the first field of therapy. And we are dancers, so why don't we use this field as the first field of therapy? Like, it is so easily given to us, you know. So yeah, actually this is the first aim of dance, and we always forget it, but this is healing. Motion is healing.
Yes.
Like, to heal something, you need to put it in motion. If you crystallize it, there's no motion, so therefore there won't be circulation of energy, and it will be a hard time to heal. So yeah, movement, dance, it's motion.
But going deeper, dance for nothing is not easy. Then how we achieve dance for nothing?
You need to abandon your identity.
Identity.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you stick to your identity, because your identity will like you to have a certain style, a certain way. So if you don't abandon your identity, you won't work. And also the other thing is that our ego are the person that loves ourselves the most. When you've been injured by somebody physically or mentally, you have this experience, and your ego will say like, all those kind of person are bad people, or I need to be careful about this situation. And when you have this situation is foreseen but not happening, you're like, oh, Link, protect yourself, or oh, you need to. And therefore, your ego loves you so much that he's thinking that you're not able to protect yourself by yourself. And therefore, he will take the first step before you react and tell you this person is bad, this situation is bad, to protect yourself. Is the same thing within dance. Like ego needs for you to define things. The more you define reality, the more you can move by feeling protected. So if you move in a way that's unusual and your ego is like, oh, this is, don't look good, this is not safe, I don't know it, blah, 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 is because you stick to your identity. If you're able to unstick to your identity, you will buy freedom. And even if you're doing this motion, you're feeling it, and your ego is like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, this is so strange. Let him talk. Let him talk. And there's a moment, like, he will be like, blah, 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 blah. Just taste. And if you taste, you will have this sensation of flow.
Yes.
This is flow, this is ego. When you taste the flow goes up, goes up, goes up. And as soon as the flow goes higher than the ego will speak like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's just like undersea. And the further you'll go here, there's a moment where you have like, just like Korean breathing, mental coherence. Mental coherence is when you don't have manifestation of thoughts anymore during an amount of time. At this point, you just taste and like, whoa. It's so nice.
That's right.
This is so nice, my goodness.
Thank you so much. And it's beautiful, powerful, amazing. I don't know how to describe this moment. I think we're meant to be mates.
It was so nice. I'm so happy I was able to do this.
Wow, really. This is
Lots of data.
my brain hurts, my body cells hurts right now. Let's see how it takes me somewhere, you know, where I don't know where it goes. Let's flow.
Yes, that's
Yeah, let's flow. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Yes. Okay, Pam.
I have a question.
Yes.
It's in the music as well, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
As well as because you're very philosophical.
Yes,
to me,
yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Like life coach philosophical. Like everything's interconnected on a bigger scale.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it manifests. Do you approach like your music the same way?
Yeah. But I believe like is interesting because as I started dance first, I really tried to find the absolute in dance, but my relationship to music is different. With music, I know I don't have skills like other musicians, so I really focus more on the taste. And like, so for example, when I sing in the street, I'm not scared for my level, because if I'm scared for my level, I won't do it. I'm just focusing on the taste of my presence. And I know like people are not touched by technical things, but the taste, because when you have a super nice recipe that's technical but have no taste, like, okay, it's like super fancy, it's expensive, but I won't buy this shit anymore. And when you have something that's just like heartwarming, like, it's quite cheap. Like this is, for me, this is something that I really like. So give taste. And the other thing is I see that also there's a dimension that's very dark in my music. Because I like more to express this in my music than in my dance, because I don't want to destroy my body. And also, I like to find harmony in my body more. And in music, I like to use my music as an extremely wide realm of qualities, because I know as dancers, sometimes to be able to express some things or to find peace in part of ourselves, we need to go deep in darkness. So my music is made to emancipate whatever sensation that you will have in you, bright, middle, or dark. But usually the people that needs help are people in the dark. So my music is way more dark than my dance. So it could create motion to this range of, but even sometimes you feel just good, but there's other days you feel less good. And this music is going to give you a realm of expression if you're a dancer, so you can make motion and go back to balance.
Yes. Yes.
So I see my music in another way, like is more like a home of contrast that whoever's come is not good, bad. It's like there's those colors, which is the color that will make you feel more in peace after going to this. Okay, is here this super dark one. And afterwards, like, okay, it's true. And you don't go back. It's just like you express, and therefore your body changed place. Okay, now I'm here because I expressed. Okay, this place exists enoughly. Now it find peace. So it went away. Okay. Yeah. But music is so interesting. Like, interesting.
I really like his music. I think you will like it too. A lot.
Unscripted.
We're all going to go in the streets afterwards.
Yay! Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Smoking that pepper cause a leak in your lung. You ain't got shit to do like Friday when the weekend be gone. Completely done with rap dudes, don't compete with the dumb. I spill my blood for my people, see how deep it can run.